So, although classic arcade games and sports video games are usually my thing, every now and again I like to pick up fighting games and play them. Street Fighter Alpha 3, probably my favorite of these. I played the heck out of that, both the arcade version and also the PlayStation conversion as well. So, the Street Fighter games, Mortal Kombat every now and again, even though I'm terrible at Mortal Kombat, Tekken every now and again. But there's one series of fighting games that people tend to overlook sometimes and was pretty big during the PlayStation era and into the PlayStation 2 era. Unfortunately, I don't have the case for these first two to show you, but I'm talking about the Bloody Roar series that debuted here in the US in 1998. Bloody Roar, known really for three things. First of all, it's beast type combat. Humans that change form into beasts while they're fighting. It was a really cool concept, and it got pretty bloody at times where creatures could bite into humans and you could see blood spurting everywhere. That was a pretty cool concept. Second, the graphics engine moved really quick. We're talking about 60 frames per second. And in 1998, 60 frames isn't something we saw all that often. So having a fighting game moving at 60 frames a second, especially a 3D fighting game like this is, was certainly impressive. Now, the sequel, which I have right here, and this is from 99, so just a year later, this is Bloody Roar 2. This is the one that I'm most familiar with. I remember playing a demo of this and really liking it, so I went and I bought it the next day, literally, from FuncoLand. Same idea, same basic concept. Graphics are cleaned up a little bit. There are some new tunes. It's cool. More of the same, but better, and that's really the way that this kind of worked. So these were the first two PlayStation games, and then of course the PlayStation gave way to PlayStation 2. Now, I just picked up, if you watched my last pickups video that I did for Kineticon and Congo for July, I picked up Bloody Roar 4. This came out, I'm trying to get the year. This came out in 2003. Again, it's a Hudson Soft effort, as the first two games were. I haven't even had a chance to play this yet, but I added this to my collection because why not? I have the first two games, so let's go ahead and let's try and wrap up the Bloody Roar series. I also have a Bloody Roar game for the GameCube. It's Primal Fury, I think, if I remember right. I only have the disc. I got it really cheap. I need to try that, too. I haven't had a chance. But this was a pretty neat find, and this one getting up there in price a little bit. I paid $30 for this. It is complete. Has the disc, and it has the manual in it. I thought it was a pretty neat find. But again, I haven't played this, so I don't know a lot about it. It's something that I need to play when I get a little bit more time. I was spending today testing some PlayStation 2 games that I picked up recently. So why am I bringing up Bloody Roar, and where is Bloody Roar 3? Well, that brings us to the topic of today's Unsealed episode, because I have a brand new copy of Bloody Roar 3 right here. Now, disregard the $19.99 price tag, which is an R-Zone price tag. Take that out. So from Toys R Us, missed them already. But this has the security seal on the top, and it is brand new. Again, it is not $20 anymore. It is a little bit more than that. But this is really the missing piece. I have actually had this for a little bit. Finding 4 was really the one that I wanted to be able to wrap up the series. But having 3 is pretty cool because it's a game I have never, ever played. I've never seen it. I do know that it is a CD-based game, which you can see right there, compact disc. So I'm a little worried because PlayStation 2 systems and blue-backed CD games sometimes don't tend to agree, but the PS2 I'm using right now tends to work with them pretty well. So let's go ahead and open this up, shall we? Let's go ahead and get that done. So again, this is the front here. That's Jenny the Bat, I believe. Jenny's my favorite character, by the way. And on the back here, it says, incredibly fast and instantly fun. So IGN seems to like it, at least from the previews. The fighting tradition lives on, but will you? Get in on all the pulse-pounding arena fighting action as 14 characters who can morph into their animal counterparts mid-fight for more action-packed battling. With fast and fluid gameplay, fighting has never looked this good or been this brutal. From the creators of Bloody Roar 1 and 2. 14 playable characters, it says here. 9 interactive 3D arenas featuring destructible walls and floors. I remember that from Bloody Roar 2. You could send characters through the walls, which I thought was pretty neat. Single and multiplayer action plus 12 challenging gameplay modes. Well, we'll see about that. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm very excited about this. This I've been sitting on for some time, and now I can open it. So we're going to go ahead and do that on camera. I can hear the rain beating down out my window. Hopefully it's not too loud. So we'll throw that away. And this one, there we go. And we'll slide that off just like that. And we'll take the security seal off. Actually, we'll just, yeah, we'll try and take the security seal off, because last time I tried to just break it, the disc fell out and onto the floor, and I don't want that. So I'll go ahead and open this. I've never owned this. I've never owned Bloody Roar 4 either, so it's kind of cool to actually have these in my library, even though I missed them the first time. So we'll drop that right. Yeah, come on. The fun of live video right there. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. The disc is secure, so that's good. There's nothing broken on the inside, so I'm just going to turn that around so you can see. The artwork is basically the same. You can see both on the disc and on the instruction manual. As always, we'll go ahead and we'll take the instruction manual out, and we'll talk about that. This, by the way, was published by Activision. So I think, I'm trying to remember. So Bloody Roar 4 was published by Hudson. So Hudson self-published that. 3 was published by Activision. 2 and 1, I think, were both Sony Computer Entertainment. Yeah. So Sony published the first 2. And then Activision published 3. And then we can talk about 4 with Hudson publishing that on their own. So here's the instruction manual. The instruction manual is full color. That is pretty cool. And on the inside, of course, it's important to check out the movesets. Alice the rabbit, Hugo the wolf, Long the tiger. I'm trying to remember all the characters. I just can't. Here is the warranty card right there. Bloody Roar for the PlayStation 2 Entertainment System. Internet email address, last name, first name, street, apartment number. Preferred games, check all that apply. Action, adventure, role-playing, sports, driving, racing, and fighting. Which game systems do you have? Again, this is 2000 and, what did I say? 2001. So this is pretty early in the PlayStation 2's lifespan. So we're talking N64, Dreamcast, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, or other. So we're not talking about any of the portable game consoles at this point. How many games do you own? Oh, and I want you to list how many games you own for each console, for the 64, the Dreamcast, the PlayStation 2. I'm now over 900 PlayStation 2 games, by the way. Kind of crazy. How many do you plan to buy in the next 12 months? Hopefully not that many, because I'm running out of room. How did you hear about Bloody Roar 3 for the PlayStation 2? Rental, store shelf, friend, magazine ad, TV game review, demo, internet, direct mail, or fan website? How many people in your household play these games? Just me, 2 or 3 plus? Did you rent this game before purchasing it? Boy, I remember game rentals. And then what is the main reason you purchased this game? Gameplay, box design, recommended graphics, gift, price coupon, or played before? So this is pretty neat. I will definitely spend some time on this, maybe as soon as tomorrow, because I plan on checking out Bloody Roar 4 as well. But this is cool that it's a full-color manual. This is before Activision really got big in the software game, so this is kind of neat to see. And the Bloody Roar games, even though they haven't evolved, it would be really nice to see a new one. With Hudson Soft now being a part of Konami, I don't know whether that's going to happen at any point, let alone in the near future. But the fighting games, at least from my recollection, were really accessible. Not that difficult, even though there are move sets and you can certainly learn to play more advanced if you want. Button mashing will work, especially in the easier difficulty settings. And the games are impressive graphically, whether you're starting with the first one or going all the way to, I'm assuming the PS2 games look just as good. I'll find that out in the near future. So it's pretty neat. My Bloody Roar collection, I should say, is pretty much done. I'd like to get some cases for the first 2 Bloody Roar games, but it's neat to have them all. And as I said, because these games came out in 98, 99, this is squared during my time with FuncoLand, and I'm now celebrating my 20-year anniversary that I first started working there, even though I only worked there for a little over a year. I really enjoyed my time working there, and I have one more thing to show for August that I'm going to be talking about FuncoLand just a little bit more, and I have some other things to show. Another game, actually, that I'm going to be opening, maybe live at Retro World Expo, we'll have to find out. That's one of the first games I bought when I was working for FuncoLand, so that'll be a pretty neat memory. Have you played the Bloody Roar games before? I'd really like to hear about your experiences with it. Are you a fan? Do you remember it? Have you ever played it? Go ahead and leave a comment or two below. Let me know what your experience with the series is. I'd love to hear from you. As always, thank you very much for watching these videos. It really means a lot. And until the next time, see you later, everybody.